Hello everybody and welcome back to the video. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the i800s from superknockies, as well as a matte black pair of clones that I got from eBay. And the winner of the i500 has been chosen, so I'll put them on the screen now from the last video. And I'll also announce it on my Instagram if you want to see that. But if you'd like to win either of these features in the video, then make sure to like, comment, and be subscribed. And I actually do have a huge giveaway coming out soon for everything from the i10 up to the i9000. That should be out in a few days, so if you want to see that, then stay tuned. But first we're going to start with the matte black pair. And as you can see, looking at the box, it does not have the Apple logos. It's just a very generic box. And the Apple earbuds kind of simple. It's kind of like off-center, which is kind of strange, but not the biggest deal. And I believe that these are the same as the BlackPods, like at BlackPods.us or whatever. The only difference is with the pop-up, these actually say AirPods, while theirs do not. So here we'll go over this in a second. Let's go over what's in the box. So you get a charging cable, and it is a lightning style charging cable. As you can see, it looks a lot cheaper compared to some of the other clone cables that I've gotten. It doesn't look anything like an Apple cable. It just is, kind of feels like cheaper plastic. And then you get a little manual in there. But looking at the actual earbuds, see if I can get it to focus. So you can see it is modeled after the AirPods 2 with the little LED on the front, and then it has the button in the middle on the back. The hinge, however, is not frosted, and it does not have any of the wording on the back or under the lid. And then the earbuds themselves actually don't have a ear sensor, so they will not automatically play and pause music. I think on the eBay listing it was $50 when I got them, and on BlackPods they are currently selling them for $60. But if you get two, then you get one for 40% off. So if you and a friend want to go in on it, then that could be a good deal. So looking at the hinge, actually, you can see it is not the best hinge. So like I showed with the last i500, it kind of holds itself open more, but this one is very loose. It is snappy sounding still, but the hinge is really loose, so just keep that in mind. As far as sound quality goes with these, from my experience, it's pretty balanced. It is kind of quieter than the real AirPods though, and it doesn't sound as clear, but it does sound very good for how much you're paying, in my opinion, and it does come with some nice features. So it also has wireless charging, so I'll show that real quick. You can put it on here, you can see it does begin to charge, so that's very nice. And I think the matte black finish is really, it's really soft. And one thing I really like about the matte black finish is that the earbuds actually stay in your ears a lot better. Like with the glossy black and some of the real AirPods, actually, they sometimes like slide out of my ears when I'm like at the gym running and they get kind of sweaty. They start to kind of fall out of my ears a lot more. But with these, I have not had that issue, which is really nice, and I kind of wish Apple would go ahead and make a real pair of the matte black. But since they haven't, this is the best thing we got, and this is a pretty good offering. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show the pairing process, which is very simple, and it's just like the i500s. I don't know what chipset is actually in these, but they seem to have a lot of the same features as the i500, but there are some small differences, like when it beeps and stuff like that, and the touch functionality. Also, the fact that it doesn't have the ear sensors. So you can see there it's paired. They are kind of dead because I've been testing them out for a while, but they're connected now, and that is the real battery life. And as you can see right here, as you can see, it shows the earbuds and the case. Then you take one out and it changes, and you take both out and it changes again. So now I'm going to try out the different touch functionalities, and these do come with quite a few. One thing that I have noticed though is while trying to activate the Siri function, you sometimes will turn them off, because you can actually turn them off by holding down on one of the earpieces. And from my experience, the best way to do it is to try and hit kind of between this little hole and the mic hole, and it normally activates like majority of the time. So we're gonna try it out. So 1 touch does not do anything. 2 touches. Let's try it again. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do with it in my hand because there's nothing to push against. But you can see with 2 taps, it does play and pause. I'm gonna try 3 now. And there's a little beep noise, and it does go to the next song. And I'm gonna try activating Siri. So I think that you just kind of hold on it for a second. Yeah, there you go, and it activates the Siri. So get that out of here. And now with the music paused, I'm actually gonna try the 3-tap feature on the left ear. So you can see it does rewind and then go to the previous song. So that works very well. And then 2 taps will pause the music. And then the Siri also works on this. If you just hold it for a second and then let go, then it will come up. And it actually beeps letting you know when to let go. If you continue to hold on to it after that, then it will power off the earbud. Although it's really easy to turn back on. You just hold it down again and then it will turn back on and repair. You can use these individually, which is nice. So the next thing I'm going to test out is the weight. Now, holding these in my hand, I can feel that they are a little bit lighter than the real ones, but with the matte finish, it actually still feels pretty high quality. I really just like it's very soft matte finish. It feels really like kind of silicone feeling, and it's really cool. But I'm going to try weighing it now, and I'll weigh the real ones first so you can kind of see what they weigh. So the real ones, you can see weigh 46. Alright, and I'll put on these ones now. You can see that they weigh 33. And the earbuds themselves, I'll weigh real quick. So I'll put this down so I can get them out. But they might weigh less just because they don't have the ear sensors like the real ones. So let's see. So now weighing the real ones, you can see it weighs 3 grams. And then the fake ones, you can see they actually weigh the same, so that is good. So next thing I'd like to do is pair them back again, and then I'm going to put them in my ears, and I'm going to actually do a mic test real quick, and I'll include that in the video. As you can see, I just activated Siri, but I'm going to include that in the video so you can kind of hear what the mic sounds like. It isn't the best quality mic in my opinion, it's kind of quiet, but I'll let you judge it for yourself. This is the test of the microphone on the matte black AirPod clones from eBay. And I'll include that in there so you can kind of hear what it sounds like for yourself. As far as the range and battery goes on these, from my test I was able to get 3.5 hours out of these at max volume, which was actually really good. And I think the reason why it was able to get that much was because it does not have the ear sensors, so that is a plus. And if you don't mind it not having ear sensors, then I'd probably go with these. Also, I think the seller currently has a matte black pair with ear sensors if you'd like to check that out, because I do think the matte black finish is very sleek and it doesn't stand out as much whenever you're wearing it. For the range, I was able to get 100 yards away and they were still connected. It was a very open area, but at around 90 yards it did start to break up a little bit, but it was still able to play music. But like I said, if that was an open area, so if you're in like a room with other people and they're like wearing headphones or things like that, like other wireless devices, or you have a lot of walls in the room, it will cause more interference and probably won't be able to get the same range. Now next I'm going to check out the i800s from superknockies, and these are actually just glossy black i500s, and they actually sell these on multiple websites. I know Podsbay has them for I think $74 right now. Superknockies has them for I think $65, and then I actually got another pair from a company named AirPods.cc, and I think they're selling them for $68. So they're all the same for my test. I tested the battery life on all of them and the range on all of them, and it's the same. I got 3 hours for each of them for the battery life on max volume, and then for the range I got the same thing as the matte black, about 100 yards, and then start breaking them around 90. But let's take a look at these and kind of judge what it is. So as you can see, it's a glossy black finish. One thing I don't like that much about the glossy black finish is the amount of fingerprints that it gets. As you can see, it just smudges and fingerprints all over. It's ridiculous. But the hinge that it has is actually kind of like the i500 hinge. You can see it kind of hangs there, just like the real AirPods. So that's very snappy, and the earbuds kind of hold in there really well. So taking a look at what else is inside the box, you actually get a better looking charging cable. You can see this one looks more like the Apple charging cables, and then you get the instruction manual. So now let's take a closer look at the case. It's going to be kind of hard to see because of how black it is. It's very dark and it's very glossy, but you can see that the hinge is frosted, and let's see if I can kind of zoom in here. So you can maybe make it out. Yeah, you can see it does have the letters. It's hard to see, and I can't tell if they're actually painted on or if it is kind of scratched into the plastic. I can't tell, but it does have it on there, so if you're looking for that, then you're good. But now we're going to check out the wireless charging real quick. You can see it does wirelessly charge. You can see maybe the black, you can see the LED there. It's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, it all works very well. These do have the ear sensors. For some reason they painted them silver, which is kind of strange, but it does still work with the in-ear detection. Okay, so now I'm going to show the pairing process, and it's very similar to the real deal. You just open up the case, you hit connect, hold down a little button on the back, and in a few seconds it will be connected, and it's very fast. The battery percentages are accurate, and you can see in the widget it does show them in the case, and if you take them out of the case, you can see it does update in real time, which is very nice. So while I have them connected, I will go ahead and record a quick mic test. This is a test of the mic on the i800s and superknockies, but I will include that in the video so you can kind of judge for yourself. And I will also quickly show the touch functionality. And since they have the ear sensors, it is kind of hard to show, but I'll show real quick. If you take it out of your ear, it pauses, put it back in, then it plays. I'll try it again with the other ear. Pauses, and then plays. And then I'm going to try double tap on the right ear. It pauses. I'm going to try triple tap on the right ear. Goes to the next. I'm going to try the left ear, double tap. Brought up Siri. I'm going to try triple tap on the left ear now. You can see it rewinded the song. And then I'm going to try it again. And then it goes to the previous song. So that all works really well. The thing that bothers me about that is double tap actually brings up Siri, and you can't play and pause if you're only using the left earpiece, which sometimes I am doing that, and I try and play or pause the music, and it ends up bringing up Siri because I forget it works like that, which is kind of annoying. But you do get a good range of options for the touch functionality since you can't program it. As far as the sound quality goes on these, they sound a lot like the real AirPods, like there is more bass, and because of that I feel like it kind of distorts some of the higher end sounds, which is kind of annoying. But if you want something with more bass, then I'd probably check these out. They are a little bit more expensive than the other pair, and personally I believe that the matte pair is better just because it's cheaper and I like the matte finish more. But if you prefer the glossy finish, then superknockies would probably be the best place to go because it is cheaper on there. But I'm going to try weighing them real quick. And you can see that these weigh 46, which is, as you know, the same thing as the real ones. And now I'm going to try weighing the individual earbud. So with the real earbud, it weighs 3 grams, as you remember. And then if I weigh the superknockies one, it also weighs 3 grams. So they weigh the exact same. So if you're looking for something that feels more high quality because of the weight, then you might want to check these out. So in conclusion, like I was saying earlier, it really just comes down to personal preference of what kind of color you prefer and what you're willing to pay. If you're looking for something that's kind of cheaper and still has like a good set of features, then I would go with the matte black. But if you want something, if you're just looking for the glossy pair, then the i800s from superknockies would probably be the best bet. If you want to buy from Pods Bay or someone like that, or someone that you know more about, then it would be the i500 blacks. But it's all the same thing. They're all the same as the original i500s. They haven't changed anything. The hinges should all be the same. I think the eBay seller will probably sell out of these, so I will provide a link to BlackPods if you'd like to go check those out. I actually haven't done any business with them or anything, so I don't know what it's like. But if you want to go look up some more reviews on that, you can. As I said earlier, though, I will be giving away these pairs, so if you'd like to win one of them, then make sure that you like the video, comment, and are subscribed. And maybe go follow me on Instagram so you can stay up to date on my latest videos. And I hope that you enjoyed. If you have any suggestions on some mics that I might want to check out too, then it'd be awesome to leave a comment down below, because I am trying to figure out the best kind of mic to kind of use in my setup. It can be a USB mic, it cannot be, it can be one that uses like a headphone jack or something. I hope that you enjoyed. Peace out.